break the spell of suffering, torture, abuse. Break the spell. It's got to be a hypnotic trance that humanity is expressing so much violence and envy and hatred and competition and all of these emotions and going on. And it all stems from how we treat ourselves, how we are with how we are. And when you're programmed with the thought that you're evil and you're bad and there's something wrong with you and you're not good enough, these are all commands that are very deeply installed, because then when that spell, that trance, that suggestion goes into the consciousness, the mind, which is part of the memory bank, you might say, and the unconscious, and that system that we identify with and we believe is who we are, because it's not true, it's not, then the program is set for you to suffer. And it also says, blessed are the poor will always be with you. That's not true. These are lies. These are predictive programming. These concepts and how evil and bad humans are and they should be, well, first of all, you're not a human. We're divine beings. And then we're trying to play the role of being human. And then they have to get into sentimentality. And that you could suffer from that forever. And then if I only could do it again, and my regret, and that I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and if they'd only did it this way and that, it'd be better. And it's just going on. Where is it happening? In your mind. And then the feeling of those feelings will correspond to that. And the stopping of the self and continuing to police yourself and punish yourself and judge yourself when, wait a minute, that's the mind. Get back to center. Stay there. And in every moment, you will act and be in harmony with what is good for all. Yes. Yeah. But you have to give up the agreement to punish and torture yourself and others, as if it's a natural thing. That's why I choose to be a vegetarian. I feel good. I'm healthy. I like it. I love animals. I don't eat them. But then we use them all other kind of ways. Come on. Let's get back into who we really are. The suffering then we do of ourselves, we produce suffering of everybody else, but call that fine and natural because that's, and then this is the way it is around here, eternal fighting and war. No. That's what they show you. That's what you think. It's predictive programming. You center on who you are. Yes. And then start to look at, dismantle this whole thing of self-torture. Start being centered in who you are, and just catch yourself when you're doing that and what's going on. There's a whole lot involved there. If you look at it, all the ramifications of the self-torture and suffering, self-punishment, condemnation, hatred, arrogance, psychopathic, sociopathic, blah, blah, all these, whatever they are distortions. And if you want the happiness that you desire, it can only be when you're truly who you are.